Yes. So instead of in-person visit, I was given, I was allowed a phone call. So we discussed updates in that phone call.
How did the former president react upon hearing the loud shouts of support from the supporters here?
Yes, nagtanong siya, sabi niya, merong mga kababayan sa labas in English kasi we're only allowed to speak in English because all our the conversations are recorded. So sabi niya, merong mga kababayan sa labas. At yun, sinabi niya, please extend them my thank you. We all hope for the best, and everything I did for my country, whether that statement is acceptable or not, but everything I did for my country, and I want that message out to the world.
Maybe on another note, do you think Senator Aime's committee's investigation can still play a meaningful role or contribute to your pursuit of justice regarding your father's arrest, considering the Palace's directive preventing cabinet secretaries from attending the legislative hearing under the claim of executive privilege?
I'm not hopeful for the case of President Duterte getting justice from the government and the administration right now. But I hope that it will not happen again to another Filipino. So that is the value of the committee hearings right now. Maybe they can come up with rules, guidelines, or laws that that thing that happened to President Duterte, like it's called extraordinary rendition in international law, doesn't happen to others. So it would be an example of what should not happen to a Filipino inside our country on Philippine soil.
Sinabi po ni Attorney Kaufman kanina that the core defense team has already been completed. So does this mean that your duty or your task here is finally done before you go back to the Philippines and continue your role as Vice President, even as you continue your role as Vice President while you're here in the Hague?
Yes, everything is organized with the lawyers, and there is already a system for the family with regard to the visiting here in the detention unit. So yes, and that the last document that was needed of me, I delivered it this morning to the person inside who asked for it. So yes, my task is done. It's
and
well organized.
Does that mean that you're ready to go home?
Yes. I'm excited to go home. I'll just book the travel arrangements to go home.
Will you seek legal aid from the ICC?
I do not know what the discussions of because there's lawyer-client privilege. No? So I do not know the discussions of Nick and Attorney Kaufman and the former president with regard to professional fees.
Vice President, you say your father's message to the rest of the world is everything I did it for my country. How should the rest of the world interpret that? Is that an acknowledgement of responsibility, or can you help us understand what he means by that?
Unfortunately, I cannot speak beyond his words. So I guess he expected that there will be different interpretations, because he said whether that statement is acceptable or not, that is my statement. So, but unfortunately, I cannot give you an interpretation, and I do not want to go beyond his words.
We were cut during our interview a while ago about alliances.
Yes, ma'am, sorry.
Yeah.
Alliances. So I discussed that with Senator Robin Padilla, because he's the remaining, because there were two of them before, the chairman, former President Duterte, and the president of PDP, and that is Senator Robin Padilla. And I was asking him what will happen to your campaign, and then he said we will continue the campaign. And I was thinking of how I can help. I'm not part of PDP, but I was thinking how I can help them, since President Duterte is already inside the detention unit, and I'm still thinking about it, ma'am, maybe on my travel back home, I will have time to reflect on what to do next and how to help the country through the campaign and the elections. Tanong kanina kung paano daw yung gastusin namin na magkakapatid dito dahil palitan kami sa pagpunta dito at pagbisita kay Pangulong Duterte. At nasabi ko kanina, sabi ko si Hadilat naman merong mga negosyo, long established way, several decades na siguro yung negosyo niya. At ako naman may trabaho, may other income din ako. Yung mga kapatid ko may mga trabaho din, may mga sweldo. At I'm sure meron din silang other income. So, ang arrangement namin ay KKB o kanya-kanyang bayad. Hindi namin napapag-usapan. Hindi rin kami naghihingian ng pera. Napag-usapan namin na hindi tumanggap ng donasyon at hindi humingi ng tulong. So kung kailangan man na mag-dispose ng mga kagamitan para masuportahan yung mga pangangailangan sa pera, ay yun ang gagawin namin. Because kung napapansin nyo, yan yung natutunan namin sa tatay namin. At yan din yung discussion namin kanina na huwag humingi ng tulong. But yun yung prinsipyo niya, pero hindi...
Kami po nag-offer ng help na sa inyo in terms of financial?
Well, wala naman. Well, gusto ko lang din malaman ng mga tao na hindi kami tumatanggap ng donasyon, hindi kami humihingi ng pera, at wala po kaming inauthorize na kahit sino man na tumanggap on behalf of the family. Klaro yun sa aming magkakapatid. Yes.
I think it was quite a long conversation on the phone.
Yes.
Can you give us a bit more of a flavour? You say that he has that message to deliver. Is there anything else that you can reveal from that conversation? And how did you find his spirits?
Well, he's in good spirits. Yes, today, and he was referring to the visit of the lawyers this morning as well. There was a new lawyer introduced to him. She recently received her papers to be part of the team. And then, and then we discussed birthdays, because in the family, many family members have birthdays March, April, and May. So we discussed birthdays, whose birthday is it today, and whose birthday is it on April 14, and whose birthday is it on April 10 and May 31. And then he gave his birthday wishes to everyone. And then well, he repeatedly said, and I told him, I understand where you are coming from, and I totally agree with the urgency. He wants to go back to the Philippines. Sabi niya, I am an old man, I can die anytime, but I want to die in my country. And I told him that we understand that you want it now and it is urgent. And he said yes. And I told him that the lawyers are working every day on your case, and there is a lawyer every day visiting you, explaining what they are doing.
How does he spend his days?
Well, he said that he went to, I think there's a common room inside. So he mentioned that he went to the common room. And then, of course, there's a TV in their unit, so he watches the television. And then I told him, I reminded him to add daily outside walking and prayers to his daily activities.
Is he getting used to Dutch food?
Maybe, likely, or maybe the commissary or the kitchen inside is doing something for him, because I understand every meal has rice already. But he's confused about the the sun. So he said he's telling me it's 8 p.m. and there's still the sunlight. There's the sunrise and the sunset. So yes,
And is he had contact with other detainees?
I would assume yes, because he said that he went to the common room. That's what he called it, the common room. So I would assume there are other detainees there in the common room.
Would he reconsider writing his own memoir?
That is something that I told him the first few days that I was visiting him, just write a book. And then he said that, and I told him Rizal wrote No Limitangere and El Filibusterismo, and he said, he answered me, at what age did Rizal write his book? Because I am 80 years old, and do you think I have the patience to? Yes.
Kanina umaga, Philippine time, si impeachment prosecutor Marcelino Lebanon and first rider representative Rog Gutierrez, they led the filing in the Senate of this petition or issue writ of summons to direct you po to answer the articles of impeachment within a non-extendable period of 10 days. You're going back home. You said that you already have a team ready for it, but let me just ask your reaction on this new petition that has been filed to the Senate with regards to this non-extendable writ of summons to direct you to answer.
The best person to answer that right now is Senate President Cheese Escudero, since the summons was filed in the Senate. I do not wish to comment on that matter.
With regards to the birthdays, you mentioned a lot of birthdays coming up. Does that necessarily mean that those who will be celebrating their birthdays will have a visitation schedule with the president so they can spend their birthdays with the former president?
Yes, April 10 we have been requesting for a special visit